The following is a special presentation of Digital Horizons, the leader in sports highlights entertainment.
Nickie Valentino!
Welcome everyone as we officially kick off action at Rocky Grove High School in Franklin, Pennsylvania. This is the Night of Legends Spectacular special pre-show bonus attraction. I am of course Joe Dombrowski, joined by Justin Plummer, newest member of the IWC broadcast team. Pleasure to have you here.
Thank you, Joe. It's a pleasure to be here.
And we are looking at late night Nickie Valentino on his way to the ring, taking off one-on-one competition. Certainly a very brash, egotistical young athlete. Says he has a lot of sex appeal, but how will that affect him in this one-on-one contest against one of the IWC stalwarts, one of the men that's been here for a number of years, and with the ongoing battle between IWC's young lions and the founding fathers, building and brewing for a number of months. A lot of spotlight is on this man as well, as how he will factor in to future events. Justin Idol, former multi-time co-holder of the IWC Tag Team title. After a very violent and bitter breakup with his former partner, Idol strikes it out on singles competition. As of late, he's been doing quite a great job thus far, hasn't he?
He has been amazing lately, and Joe, I don't know about you, but with what a stacked card we have tonight, I can't believe we're starting with these special bonus matches. I'm really excited for this one.
Oh, there's absolutely no shame in being in our pre-show this evening. Every year, it's our tribute to past, present, and future. In the International Wrestling Cartel, we'll be honoring a lot of legends. We've seen some of the greatest stars of today, and of course, a couple of future stars. And for my money, one of the brightest shining future stars in IWC right now is indeed late night Nickie Valentino, as he goes collar and elbow center ring with the veteran Justin Idol. Settling on just takedown. Valentino responds in kind, great back and forth offense from both these men early on. Valentino certainly very confident in himself. Shows the double bicep. Switch momentum centering, and Valentino trips Idol, who hits face first on that hard canvas. Mr. Plummer, stars high and low all over this card. What are you most looking forward to here this evening?
To be honest with you, Joe, I cannot wait to see the legends later on tonight, but right here and right now, getting a quick glimpse at the future of the IWC and the future stars of pro wrestling, I don't know how you can't get up for this match.
Lateral press off the suplex, only a count of one, and Valentino looks to ground Justin Idol. Idol can be very, very quick when he needs to be. He's not known for being a top rope athlete, but he's known for packing a lot of energy and being able to explode at a moment's notice. Valentino looks to keep Idol within Valentino's grasp, but it's Idol who's able to reverse things, albeit momentarily. Valentino's done his homework. He's still looking for his niche in this organization. Idol attempts to send Valentino to the outside. Valentino shaking his moneymaker and hits hard to the outside. Showboating will not go well in the ring with an established star such as Justin Idol. Valentino caught Idol coming in, hung the body up. Not only did his neck get wrenched, him being Idol, springboard by Valentino. Cover here could be L2, I know. Also the midsection of Idol got draped right across that tightly enforced middle ring cable. Could have knocked all the wind right out of it. And you can see Idol breathing heavy as Valentino backs to plan ahead with a chin lock. Certainly, Mr. Plummer, great strategy thus far by late night Nickie Valentino.
That's true, Joe. He seems to be wearing him down. And it may be too late for a comeback at this point.
Nice back elbow. Valentino gets a near fall once again. Referee Bobby Williams assigned to this contest. Great to see him back in the ring once again at our annual Night of Legends Spectacular. Jerry the King Lawler is here, Sonny is here, so many others. Idol able to reverse momentum. That Falcon Arrow type maneuver. Idol may be signaling. Whammy kablammy, got countered. But Idol with a midstream adjustment. Valentino dropped face first with a flatliner.
Joe, we are seeing a major momentum shift early on in this one.
Idol maybe looking to put Valentino away. What a move! And he got 2-0. And I must clarify, what a move with that many O's is indeed what Mr. Valentino refers to that maneuver as. I heard it took him about 6 months to think up that name. What a move!
Not only are the moves creative, the names of the moves are creative.
Well, certainly when you think of creative, when you think of unique, you think of Valentino, who went to drop Idol. Idol's able to hold on to the rope and push away. Valentino staggering, he's reeling. Able to elevate Idol. Idol got the shoulder in. Quick as the pace, this should be advantage Idol. And able to collide with a high impact clothesline. Second time, takes Valentino down. Reversal. Idol with a leapfrog. Kicks the mule kick. Valentino is dazed. And Idol connects with an knee strike. Right to the temple. That can knock Valentino. Still ain't no near fall. Plummer, your assessment on Justin Idol's outing so far?
Justin Idol's been looking good so far, Joe, but the momentum has turned, the tides have turned. It looks like he may have injured his jaw on that kick. Things could be, oh my goodness.
Well, the shift may have been negated there. Valentino caught Idol coming in. Idol advertised it. Tornado DDT, no. And it's Idol now, who has Valentino precariously perched.
This match is going back and forth. I honestly cannot predict the outcome.
Valentino connects with the Tornado DDT. Could be all. Deep hook in the leg. Valentino drove with the leg properly, but was not able to follow through with the body-on-body contact to the upper body. Idol's shoulders were exposed. That allowed the necessitated kick-out. And Valentino going to go high risk again. It paid off the first time. Could he be going to the well once too often? Valentino, Hurricane Rana. But Idol had a death grip on that steel turnbuckle bolt. Missile drop kick.
And that is the problem with your high-risk maneuvers, because sooner or later they will come back to haunt you.
They don't always pay off, but Idol going to pay off here. Randy Kablammy counter a second time, and Valentino almost stole it. For the ride, drop kick, nobody home. Randy Kablammy, third time to charm, and Idol gets the 3 count.
Here is your winner, Justin Idol.
Very inspirational, hard-fought victory, Mr. Plummer, for the young veteran Justin Idol.
Justin Idol certainly has taken a step into climbing the ranks of IWC wrestling here tonight. That is a huge win.
Justin Idol, with his winning ways intact, embarking on a single career long-term here in IWC. What's next for Justin Idol? The months ahead will tell us. Plenty more action is still to come at the pre-show. The Night of Legends 2011 will continue.
He weighs in at 200 pounds, wrestling out of Beverly Hills, California. Here is Bobby Beverly.
Set to crown the newest entrant into the Super Indy 10 tournament. Annually, it is one of the most prestigious tournaments in all of professional wrestling. It's helped launch careers like Hentai, Cabana, Sabin, McChesney, Delirious, Jerry Lynn, and so many more.
He weighs in at 175 pounds, wrestling out of Hell's Canyon, Idaho. He is one half of the IWC Tag Team Champions, Jason Gory.
In the ring, Bobby Beverly, the young upstart, based in the Ohio area, has won many prestigious regional championships, but perhaps none more prestigious than the Super Indy crown. His opponent surrounding the ring right now is Jason Gory. What happened? Flipping ain't easy. He's the co-holder currently of the IWC Tag Team title and also has the dubious distinction of the shortest reigning Super Indy champion of all time. Only lasted about an hour and a half with the title. Gory's wanted to redeem that quality for many, many years. Step one is qualifying into the tournament, and we should mention the first individual qualify was actually Matthew Justice, who qualified at the beginning of the year. However, congratulations to him, Matthew Justice recently signing with World Wrestling Entertainment. And I'll tell you what, he has a very, very bright future ahead of him, and he could leave IWC as Super Indy champion here tonight to get past Super Hentai. More on that later on in this DVD. Also, Michael Bassan qualified for the Super Indy 10 tournament back at Combat in Clearfield last month. So technically, we're looking for the second entrant in the annual tournament, Justin.
Joe, I look for Jason Gory to continue to ride his wave of momentum in this one. Now, last month in Clearfield, he came just shy of winning the IWC World Heavyweight Championship. He looks to rebound here by qualifying for, as you mentioned, one of the most prestigious independent wrestling tournaments in the United States.
And just think of the men who have won or competed for the Super Indy title in the past. Names like AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, Raven. The list goes on and on and on. Beverly with a shoulder tackle. Takes Gory down. Mention Gory coming with a hair's grasp of the IWC title. And I'll tell you what, that's the only title Gory has yet to hold. It may be only a matter of time. But right now, Gory is ready for Super Indy 10, the tournament that really helped launch the career of Jason Gory. I'll never forget the guts and resilience Gory has shown in prior years. Gory, Beverly was able to counter 2 times in a row, and Gory hits hard on the ring frame. That's where metal meets wood, and Jason Gory is in big-time trouble right now. Mr. Plummer, what do you make of the look of Mr. Beverly? He has that ridiculous haircut, that headband, and what about those god-awful tattoos?
Well, it shows a bit of arrogance on his part, but you need that arrogance to be successful in this business.
Well, absolutely true. Beverly's not the type of guy that's going to walk around thinking he's overweight, thinking he's underweight. He thinks he's absolutely perfect, just the way he is, at an even 200 pounds. And he's looking to prove it here. The southpaw exchanging with Gory center ring. Right-handed chop fest. Gory has the advantage there. You see Beverly back to the left.
Now, it doesn't matter how you look, it doesn't matter how you talk. If he really wants to prove something here tonight, he can qualify for the Super Indy tournament. And he can really make a statement above and beyond what he has already made.
Beverly drops all his body weight on top of Gory, and a variation of a Boston Crab. Bobby Beverly only has a 5 count to utilize that hold. It is illegal because it's in the ropes, but Beverly certainly made that 4.9 seconds count.
Joe, they're in a dangerous area outside of the ring right there. There's not much padding on that floor.
Not at all. I think the padding is more to protect the floor than it is these athletes. Could be a cover, could be 3. I think this would really be a major hallmark moment in Bobby Beverly's career if he's able to advance to Super Indy 10. Can you believe 10 years of Super Indy and all the magical moments we've been seeing?
And it's amazing to me. One of these gentlemen are going to qualify for that tournament. The stakes are so high, and we're still in the pre-show.
One of these guys could win it, absolutely. Our main portion of the event will begin in just moments, but in the interim, Jason Gory drops Beverly with DDT, headband goes flying.
High impact.
Got the cover, 2 and out. Jason Gory competing twice this evening. That shows you how much Super Indy 10 means to him. Not only does he have a scheduled IWC tag title defense against the Bravado brothers, but in addition, he's accepted the singles qualifying matchup. Beverly drops Gory with a stunner. Enziguri follows through right to the external occipital protuberance. And Beverly goes to finish this thing off.
This could be it.
Side driver and a near fall. Almost had Bobby Beverly a half a count away from having this spot in Super Indy 10 confirmed. And you're going to see so many young athletes, versatile athletes, high-flying athletes, determined, motivated athletes in that field coming up in the month of June, coming up on IWC DVD very soon. Both of these men deserve it. It's hard to discredit any of them. But now it's high risk on the top turnbuckle. Gory may be fighting for his Super Indy dreams right now. Gory. Ready to... Hits that backcracker. He's got the cover. Two, and Gory advances. No.
Unbelievable. How did he kick out of that one?
That's guts. I don't like Bobby Beverly one bit, but I'll give him all the credit in the world for what he's been able to do in this matchup and for how much he wants the Super Indy title. That speaks volumes. Gory tried to go 450 but caught himself mid-maneuver. Thrust kick countered. And it's Gory now, back with the jawbreaker. And now Q-A-S, Jason Gory is in Super Indy 10.
What a huge and important moment right here tonight for Jason Gory.
Flipping ain't easy, but neither is winning the Super Indy Championship. But this June, Jason Gory will have that opportunity. Jason Gory could leave Super Indy. Tag champion, Super Indy champion, could be a dual title holder after that night. And now, both Gory and Facade, both members of Flippin' Ain't Easy, advance to one of the most prestigious nights of the IWC calendar year. We're talking about prestige. Justin, thank you for joining us this evening. We're just getting started. The Night of Legends officially kicks off the second of the way.
sport, and old friends of mine. I've known them since I was 17 years old. The Rock and Roll Express. Another set of legends, the Midnight Express. And I have to say a personal hello to my mentor and the man that taught me everything I know and almost everything that he knows, Mr. Jim Cornette. And we can't forget one of my favorite people in the entire world, the one and only Jerry the King Lawler. I don't know about all of you, but I'm going to have a good time tonight, and I hope you do too. Are you guys ready to get this show on the road? Are you ready to get the show on the road? Alright, thanks again for having me out here. I'll see you soon, and let's have a good time.
Tremendous intro to this show from the one and only Tammy Sitz, better known as Sunny, your guest hostess of this evening's Night of Legends 2011 Spectacular. Without any further ado, action is just moments away.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a six-man tag team contest and is Chest Flexor's Revenge. Introducing team number one, they weigh in at a total combined weight of 710 pounds. Here's the team of wrestling out of Beachport, Pennsylvania, Chest Flexor. From Brooklyn, New York, by way of Cleveland, Ohio, the notorious Shane Taylor. And from the year 3033, Gory, Futuristic.
Very dubious start to IWC's 2011 Night of Legends. I am Joe Dombrowski, joined by someone who, is quite the antonym to legend. He is late night Nickie Valentino. Mr. Valentino, welcome to our perch high above Franklin, PA.
So I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but I am very excited for the skybox we have been given tonight. And I am hot because Sonny was here.
I see what you did there. On the way to the ring, Chest Flexor from Beachport, Pennsylvania. The notorious Shane Taylor, 375 pounds. And the man who's so loopy, who's such a maroon, he thinks he's actually from the future, or apparently you're named after being from the future, Gory Futuristic.
You came here to DeLorean, Joe. I believe it.
I think he missed the call time by about 35 years. That's another story. Flexor and Futuristic had a match a number of months ago. It seems like they're on the same page, and they're friends now. But this may be the darndest six-man tag match I've ever seen in my life.
Well, Joe, we gotta look at, where did they get Shane Taylor from? Look at how big this guy is.
Shane Taylor has always been for hire. Whether it's been management, whether it's been some of our more villainous personas in IWC, most recently Shima Zion, before he seemed to attempt to record himself. Shane Taylor will take the money, he'll inflict pain, and he'll love every minute of it.
Do you think they paid him with money from the future?
I'm not sure if he would accept that. It's kind of like a post-dated check, isn't it?
Or a traveler's check.
Yeah.
He travels a lot, I imagine.
I would hope nobody would be paid by check in this promotion anymore, but be that as it may, moving onward and upward, Taylor, Flexor, and Futuristic in the center ring, awaiting their three adversaries, and maybe nobody weirder in this match than referee Brandon Toll. You ever talk to this goof?
No.
Kato, the Lumberjack himself, Lumberjack LeRoux, the Venango County native, along with his new sidekick, Ring of Honor star, the littlest Lumberjack, Grizzly Redwood. the man that was born premature, the man that barely survived in his early years, but made it to realize his dream of professional wrestling. Grizzly Redwood was only about 1 pound when he was born. Look at how far he's come.
Do you think that Lumberjack LeRoux trained Grizzly Redwood in his lumberjacking ways?
Perhaps, but who trained Super Oprah? He, she, it is certainly one of a kind. And then, oh my God, no! I see her bloomers! I see her bloomers!
Where do you think she shops at, Joe?
There's a Gap joke somewhere in here. How do you combat Super Oprah?
Run, cry, I don't know.
How is everybody doing tonight?
I think she's smitten with the Lumberjack.
Which one?
Yes.
Is everybody ready to have a good time? Have you ever seen a weird-looking six-man tag match in your whole life? Well, let me tell you, I know about these guys. I had to wrestle. Hey, fat boy, shut up. See, I know about you two, and I know how all three of you operate. And with 6 people, we really need a special enforcer for tonight.
If you're going to call them people.
And I couldn't think of a better enforcer for the match tonight than the principal of Rocky Road High School, Mr. Liberty.
And it keeps getting weirder. A high school principal as the special guest enforcer. All we're missing is flying donkeys. Look at this assemblage of personalities.
You think he's gonna run a detention? Is he gonna give Shane Taylor detention right now?
He may take Chest Flexor to school right now. Hello, hello. That's a little after-school special for you. As this 6-man tag is about to get underway, I feel like calling America's Most Wanted and saying, hey, I found everybody, but be that as it may, we're about set for the 8th, well, count the referee, 9. You're up here, Valentino. We just have a whole gaggle of miscreants and ne'er-do-wells.
What kind of outfit is that, Joe Dombrowski? Is he a loofah?
He may be. I've said before, he looks like the gremlin on the wing of the plane in the Twilight Zone. That may be the best possible comparison.
He killed a whole herd of sheep to make that outfit.
Yeah. I think he got it from that Serta mattress commercial. I didn't think someone would be dressed more unusually than Super Oprah, but I was wrong again.
Be that as it may, this is a heck of a way to start this show out, Joe.
Oh,
in more ways than one.
The word heck doesn't go far enough. And the crowd is chanting Oprah. She's a multi-billionaire. She has her own network. But will she be successful in her IWC debut? A go-behind by Corey Futuristic. And maybe you should have seen this coming. No! The grinding bloomers.
What in the world?
Test of strength. You think people look like that in the future, Valentino?
I hope they don't look like Super Oprah.
Valentino stepping on the toes. And Steve in a huge boot. Futuristic, excuse me. Well, you've seen one undersized goof, you've seen them all.
I resent that.
You resemble that remark.
Oh!
You expect me to think straight after what I've just seen? No pun intended.
Oh no.
No!
No!
No! Face full of stuff! Face full of stuff! wipe the taste from Futuristic's mouth.
Something like that.
Yeah. Hey, here comes Lumberjack LeRoux. He's wearing male clothing. Let's talk about him. Hard release slam. And LeRoux's a tough guy. We've seen him go toe-to-toe with some of the toughest guys that have been in the IWC Night of Legends. Most notably, he got physically involved in a brawl involving Abdullah the Butcher once upon a time.
He carries a fork, the Lumberjack carries an axe.
That's true.
What's he gonna do to the loofah?
Lumberjack able to send Flexor back into the corner. Lumberjack, he's a known woodsman. He knows how to handle animals. He knows how to hunt. He knows how to fish. He knows how to live off the land. So resembling an animal may not have been Flexor's best strategy.
I don't think so. I don't think wearing that was his best strategy either.
Double handful of hair. Keep in mind, Lumberjack's manager, his protege, the littlest Lumberjack Grizzly Redwood. He's been in some major wars in his own right in his career. Him and Lumberjack LeRoux like two peas in a pod, proverbially.
Or two trees in the woods.
There you go. Side slam. Nicely done. Could this be a two-endo? You see the way Oprah's gazing at Lumberjack LeRoux? I think Flexor's shedding a little bit on the arm.
Well, now they tagged in the muscle, Joe.
Hey, things just got serious. 375 of Shane Taylor.
How much?
About 375. In there with probably about 275, if not near 300, of Lumberjack.
So that's a metric ton.
Maybe. And Taylor caught Lumberjack with his back. Lumberjack, he lives in the woods now. He lives, well, obviously not in Franklin, but he's born and raised here.
Does he live in a treehouse?
I somehow doubt that. But he's a lumberjack and he's okay. He sleeps all night and he works all day. I think that's his regimen.
Well, right now he's down in the corner, Joe.
He is.
But he's gonna have to figure out a way to get away from this monster of Shane Taylor.
And that's easier said than the man Shima Zion dubbed the Girthquake. And Taylor neutralizing Lumberjack LeRoux. And Flexor, the shedding Chest Flexor, puts all of his weight on the back of the good Lumberjack. Futuristic getting his shots in as well.
Do they have a steam vac to clean up this ring after he's done?
I somehow doubt that. And the principal on the outside trying to throw his weight around and get involved in the infraction. Maybe detention time if this keeps up. Flexor neutralizing Lumberjack. They cut the ring off in half at its hypotenuse, keeping Lumberjack in enemy territory.
It's what?
It's hypotenuse.
Huh?
That's the longest edge of a right angle triangle.
Sure it is.
Okay. Learn something new every day here in IWC Wrestling.
Oh.
Futuristic might have gone a little bit low. And again, distracting the official Flexor, choking him with that pillowcase, whatever he's wearing on his arm.
That's a loofah.
Oh my! Futuristic just got future endeavored. Lumberjack counters. Can he make the tag? In comes Kato. In comes Flexor. Clotheslines all around. Kato, the most experienced man in this matchup.
We might have a meeting of the minds, Joe.
Double knocker. Great old school maneuver, but forgot about the big man. The most dangerous man in this matchup, Shane Taylor, almost took out our official. Follow through. Nobody home in the corner. Oh no. Oh. No, not more.
I hope not.
Oh no. No, people. What happened to my life? Oh my God. Taylor steamrolls Kato. Now Lumberjack and Oprah.
No way.
Who would have thought you'd ever hear that sentence?
No way.
Suplex. Oprah is woman. At least I think so. Hear her roar. Right from behind. Grizzly Redwood looking concerned on the outside as Flexor and Futuristic mount a double team, and I believe the legal man still is Kato. Futuristic caught like a deer in headlights. Backslide. Got this. No. Shane Taylor pulls out referee Brandon Toll. But Grizzly Redwood. Grizzly collides with Taylor. Couldn't knock him down, however. Flexor's disposed of. Oh, wait a second. We got no referee. So the principal. He's the law now. No, people! The kiss of death. The Lumberjack axe handle. What's Kato got? A slap, a roll-up, utter humiliation, and defeat. Mr. Valentino, 3 words or less, how do you describe that?
I don't know.
Lumberjack LeRoux, Kato, Super Oprah, who's getting still a little bit too friendly, a little too big for her britches. But I'll tell you this, she likes Grizzly.
I've never seen anything like that.
I think I saw something like this once in a German movie somebody showed me, but not since then. Super Oprah found herself a friend. Lumberjack LeRoux, Kato, they win. Chest Flexor's revenge is foiled again. Here's we start the Night of Legend.
The following singles contest is scheduled for 1 fall, and it is for the IWC Super Indy Championship. Introducing first the challenger. He weighs in at 185 pounds, wrestling out of Sarasota, Florida, and received formal training in Hayabusa, Japan. Here is Super Hentai.
Well, after that 6-man tag, Bobby Beverly's stupid haircut, tattoos, and everybody's gear on this event so far, I'm completely thrown off by everything we've seen, but back to serious business. Major title contention. Super Hentai was cheated out of the IWC Super Indy title thanks to the founding fathers, John McChesney, Dennis Gregory, Jimmy Vega, Dean Radford, the entire group, the entire conglomerate feel like IWC is not giving them their just due. The top spots, spotlight, the attention should still be on them. And until it is, they're taking it out on everybody they feel is undeserving.
Well, Joe, in as many years as those guys have in the business, they should get respect.
They do, but they're not just going to get handed opportunities. They have to earn them. And you being a young star with yourself should be able to relate to that. You've earned a lot in this company, but the founding fathers don't think you should get it.
There's a woman. He weighs in at 202 pounds. He is the reigning and defending IWC Super Indy Champion. The one-man militia, Matthew Justice.
Matt Justice, the one-man militia, is in the absolute best shape of his career. Physically, mentally, psychologically, and that hit a climax recently when he agreed to terms to sign a contract with World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE Inc. And as a result, Mr. Justice will be reporting to Tampa, Florida very soon. But here's the question, Mr. Valentino. Can Justice leave IWC Super Indy title intact and relinquish the championship undefeated as champion?
Well, that'd be a heck of a mantelpiece to put above your fireplace, Joe. We're about to find out in a few short seconds who's going to lead here as Super Indy champion.
But he's facing the Super Indy innovator, the man with controlled aggression and a howling fury, the man that made Super Indy what it is when he pinned Christopher Daniels in 2002 and did it all over again at the largest Super Indy tournament in history a couple of years ago. Super Hentai, the only man to go the distance in 2 separate tournaments, the only man to go the distance, Super Indy tournament to Super Indy tournament, as champion 1 full year. Hentai has all the accolades, and he now has the opportunity to become a 3-time Super Indy champion. I think there's some mutual respect between both these men. I'm still not sure how much Hentai is aware of the involvement of the Founding Fathers in his recent matchups. We know Matt Justice had nothing to do with it, but do we know if Shima Zion had anything to do with it? Shima Zion has been recruited by the Founding Fathers in recent times.
A lot of questions, Joe. Not a lot of answers.
No answers. Absolutely not. But Hentai, you know, he's an honorable man. Trained in the Japanese tradition, in the dojos, Hayabusa, Japan. He doesn't want to win or lose any championships underhanded. And the Founding Fathers certainly were able to extract some revenge on Shima Zion back in Clearfield for not aligning with them. So the Founding Fathers, outside of their own inner circle, are making enemies out of just about everybody. We can set this right in this matchup. Justice Hentai, hopefully no interference, 1 undisputed champion. It's Justice controlling the side headlock. He controlled the head, controlled the body. And Justice has grounded Hentai. Both these men are very adept at high flying, at aerial arsenal. It's tough to pick a favorite in that strategy. And it's interesting to see a feeling out process from both these men in the early going that shows the mutual respect. Nobody wants to make a mistake early.
Joe, maybe one of these guys will switch their style. Maybe one will be a mat wrestler. Maybe that's how you win this match.
Well, it could be. Certainly, if you do it correctly, you learn how to mat wrestle before you learn how to fly. Either of these men have it in them, and we've seen Hentai go toe-to-toe with men of every single style you can imagine. Justice is slightly less untested because, let's face it, Hentai is about a 12, 13-year pro right now. He's been through the ringer. Matt Justice, still young in his career, wise beyond his years, but still, we'll see if he can go toe-to-toe with a man who's been the world over, Japan, Hawaii, and all over the U.S. in Super Hentai.
Hawaii's in the U.S., right?
Yes. Not in the contiguous United States, but it's all. But it is a state.
It's a 50 state.
Something like
whatever it is nowadays.
Justice elevates Hentai, puts the brakes on, lands on his feet. There you see the trip up. Great counter wrestling thus far. We're not seeing anything underhanded. We're not seeing any shenanigans. We're just seeing great back and forth competition, and that's what the Super Indy tournament and Super Indy title was designed to do. All the men that have worn that prize, from Styles to Gambino to Sabin to Delirious, Justice with the O'Connor roll 2-0. It certainly was mentioned as well. One of our favorite Super Indy champions, the late great sweet and sour Larry Sweeney, recently tragically taken from us. Our thoughts and sympathies are out to all of his close friends and family. And Mr. Sweeney was certainly a welcome addition to this locker room for 5+ years, and he will indeed be missed. But he leaves a lasting legacy, not just with the ICW, ICWA, Texarkana Television Championship, but also as a Super Indy champion. Larry Sweeney decided he wanted to be a pro wrestler by sitting in the crowd watching Super Indy 2 and watching Colt Cabana take the prize. That shows you the steep history of prestige this championship and Super Indy 10 we're building to this June all has within it. Covering the ring from Justice, 2-0.
We got 2 incredible athletes here in the ring, Joe, and I don't know who's going to win or what's going to happen.
That's why we have these contests.
Well, you're telling me.
Justice sends Hentai for the ride. Justice is so graceful when he flies through the air. He really knows how to move all his body weight expertly. Got 2-0. As he mentioned, Justice's Super Indy title victory was a little bit tainted because of the Founding Fathers. Justice is another guy that doesn't want to win a championship that way. If Justice can pin Hentai cleanly, center of the ring, major, major accomplishments. You can pretty much count the individuals that have done that on one hand over the past 10 years.
Big scoop slam by Matthew Justice, Joe Dombrowski.
Very nicely done.
Now we're going to see some high flying, Joe.
Beautiful guillotine leg drop. Hentai is down. He's got the cover, and there's been some consultation between some of Hentai's top rivals over the past couple of years that say Hentai's time is done. He's washed up. Hentai has stepped up his game even further in recent months and proved that certainly that's anything but the case. Hentai has so much left to offer.
What do you think's under that mask, Joe?
It's his face. What are you talking about? He's competed internationally in other countries. They have a deep-rooted history of the mask in Mexico as well as in Japan. It's borderline sacrilege covering the ring 2-0 to have your mask removed from you because it's taken as an insult and a sign as ultimate humiliation and defamation.
Definitely who?
Did you know that?
Huh? I don't know.
Third base. Justice has the...
Look at the power of Matthew Justice, Joe.
The delayed suplex. And Hentai's got a lot of muscle packed on that frame. Not easy to hold him up, as Justice did, but got a near fall situation. What do you think your odds maybe, Mr. Valentino, being in Super Indy 10?
Pretty good. Pretty good, I have to say.
What do you base that on?
40-20. 40-20. That's what I base it on. Math, Joe.
2 and no.
2. That's math. 1, 2, 3.
2 is not math. It's a number.
In your opinion. Listen, back to the match, Joe. We got Matthew Justice taking control of Super Hentai right now.
We absolutely do, and that's a big time feat. And you know, these fans, a lot of them are looking on very respectfully. We're not hearing the loud ovation that we've seen in some of our previous matches because they respect both these athletes and they're enjoying a great competitive contest. Just for the back suplex, tight hook of the leg, smartly done, 2 and no. And certainly we'd like to win, lose, or draw. Wish Matthew Justice the best in his upcoming endeavor, the next chapter of his career. And that will be very interesting to see one of IWC's own branch out into the global wrestling area.
I just don't know how he's going to hold those pants up without his belt.
Hentai with a snap power slam. This could be a turning point in the matchup. Both men are down. Hentai, Justice, whichever man can get to his feet first, that could be over. Decisive advantage will go to whichever man can get to the vertical base. We got 10 to get there. If it's a draw, Justice retains the Super Indy title and retires from IWC unbeaten as Super Indy champion. Huge clothesline. Second time. And Hentai gets ahead of steam. We got 2, and we got a near fall. Keep in mind that title means everything to Hentai. It's been the personification of his career. As Hentai's legacy has grown, so too has that championship. They're synonymous with one another. Hentai may be going for triple knees, but nobody owns. Justice, gonna go air Justice. Springboard clothesline. That'll do it.
It's over, Joe.
Justice retains the championship. No. Nice form, tremendous impact, but was not enough to get the job done. Again, the resiliency of Super Hentai.
Close but no cigar, Joe.
Right you are. Justice signaling for that top turnbuckle. One more time.
Joe.
But Hentai has it scouted. A few men have a harder head in IWC than Super Hentai, if anybody. Those headbutts have busted people open. They've concussed. And a superplex. Here's the follow through.
Who got the worst end of that, Joe?
It looks like Hentai landed right in the back of his neck. In an effort to get maximum torque and impact, Hentai may have hurt himself. But he's able to bridge over the cover. One arm draped and a near fall. Very nicely done. You can hear a little bit of dueling chants here from this crowd. Hard to pick a favorite. Hentai's been here many a year, but Justice has caught the IWC world on fire. The Death Valley driver.
Huge. This is it. This is it, Joe. It's over.
Dare I say, what a move. He's got the cover. He's got two. He's got an ear fall. Only 1-0 on that what a move, though. Not like 6, like you got.
Right. What a move that was.
It was very impressive. Game changer here. Almost a game ender.
I mean, who? I don't even know what's going on. Which one of these guys has more left in the tank, Joe?
That's really the personification of Super Indy. It's pushing your body beyond its normal limits and being able to have the fight and desire of a true champion. We set it through the ears. Hentai scoops the legs. Justice tried to counter into a roll-up. Hentai bridge back. All of Justice's weight on Justice's own shoulders, and he got beat. We have a new champion. What a huge newsmaker here this evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's your
What a match, Joe.
brand new IWC Super Indy champion, Super Hentai.
Hentai is, for the 3rd time, on top of the Super Indy Mountain. I believe only one man has held this championship more times as Hentai continues to crawl his way up the Super Indy ladder of all time. He rightfully never should have lost the championship. He should have been the only man to make it coast to coast before Shiva Zion got involved. Then it was the founding fathers. But Super Hentai makes sure that title returns home just in time as we gear up for Super Indy 10. And great showing of respect. It'll be the last time these two men meet in the foreseeable future, Mr. Valentino.
What a match, Joe, huh?
And Justice knows when he's been beaten by the better man. The Super Indy title around the waist of the man that created it all. The Super Indy innovator on top of the mountain again. Super Hentai, your new champion. But what response will there be, if any, from the founding fathers?
It was 1 month ago that you beat Super Hentai and became the IWC Super Indy champion. I know you wanted to do it for a long time, and I know that you wanted to walk out of this ring still with that belt. And that didn't happen, but one thing that's definitely going to happen for you, and we're proud of you. For those of you that don't know, this young man right here several weeks ago signed a contract with WWE. You definitely do deserve it, and let me just say, selfishly, I hate to see you go because I don't want to see a talent leave our card like you. However, personally, congratulations. I wish you the best, my friend.
Best of luck to Matthew Justice. Justice indeed will be served down in Florida.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a special Legends Tag Team Grudge
boxes in here. So it's going to be, ladies and gentlemen, the multiple-time former NWA World Tag Team Champions.
Anything goes in the party box, Joe.
But it won't be a party here, it's going to be a war. Beautiful Bobby and Loverboy Dennis have been among the best teams in the entire industry since really the early 1980s. And the man on the right-hand side of the screen, James E. Cornette, is responsible for guiding them. Of course, we've seen Sweet Stan Lane in the group as well over the years, but Condrey and Eaton were really the duo that made it famous, and not a surprise, we're going to hear from Corny himself, Jim Cornette.
I like this guy, Joe.
He's one of my bosses, so I have to.
Hey, if I wanted to crap out of you, I'll come down here and squeeze your head, okay? Thank you. Now, you know, we were back there in the cafeteria of this place. And by the way, is this a school or a detention center? We were back there in the cafeteria. Well, you know, I think they got more delinquents than they have students in this town anyway. We were back there in the cafeteria, and we've got a bunch of nice people who came through, and we signed our autographs. I don't know if they can read them, but we signed them. And they were saying how we were the greatest tag team of all time, and of course, since that's true, I couldn't disagree. However, when we come through the curtain there, now I know it's a little hot. I know that some of you are probably hungover from last night, because believe me, if I lived in this town, I'd drink heavily too. But when we came through the curtain, I didn't see the expected response. I didn't see a bunch of people standing up on their feet and giving us a standing ovation. I didn't hear a bunch of screaming about how, oh, Midnight Express Jim Cornette, you're so great. We bow to you for coming to this one-horse dog town. I didn't hear that. You know what else I didn't hear? I didn't hear people throwing their babies in the air and saying, we bow to your greatness. So I'll tell you what, come on, by the way, how many of you actually live here in Franklin? That's just the ones who will admit it, right? I understand, this town is not very big. As a matter of fact, I stayed in a hotel down the road. It was so small they stole my towels. Alright? This is a crummy stinking town in a crummy stinking part of the country with rotten weather. And by the way, the Wendy's over in Cranberry, the people working there, their IQ is about 3 and the food stinks, so don't go there. But by the way,
There's a history with fast food places.
hey, if you don't like what I'm saying, you paid to see me, so shut up. So what we're going to do here, before we beat the dog mess out of the Rock and Roll Express, we're going to give you guys one more chance, one more opportunity to prove that there's just a little bit of intelligence in this stinking place. And we're going to give you the opportunity to give us the welcome that we deserve. So, when I count to 3, I want everybody here to stand up on their feet, preferably salute and scream, Midnight Express and Jim Cornette, you are the greatest of all time. And then we will give you people a great tag team wrestling match. So on the count of 3, I want you to do that. I want you to stand up and give us the welcome we deserve. 1, 2, 3.
Valentino, stop saluting.
Alright, just for that, after we finish beating up the Rock and Roll Express, we are never coming back to Franklin, Pennsylvania. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the greatest tag team of all time, the former NWA
Joe.
And along the way, the Rock and Roll Express, along with the Midnight Express, became, with the possible exception of the Road Warriors, the two greatest tag teams of the 1980s.
I remember back in the 80s, Joe, when I was on the road with the Rock and Roll Express, they taught me one thing. One thing they taught me, Joe, and that was drop kick.
Really?
All the time.
I see you didn't take their advice. What do you know about the 80s?
Well, I listened to the Midnight Express, and I cheated.
Yeah. I find it a little unsettling that Jim Cornette, he's not the executive producer of Ring of Honor here tonight. He's got that old school tennis racket, and he certainly always akin to be doing some damage out there if the situation presents itself. This is not Jim Cornette's day, I think. Referee is Bobby Williams.
He's going to have a heck of a time with this one.
Bobby Eaton and Dennis Condrey, former IWC Tag Team Champions. They defeated Tracy Smothers and Chris Hamrick in December of 2004 to win those titles and reign for 5 months. They did not have Jim Cornette at their side at that particular juncture. But tonight they do. Will the Midnights have an unofficial hometown advantage, having competed here before when the Rock and Rollers have not? Early estimations indicate no. Certainly we'll be looking for a very cerebral, calculated, psychological war between these teams. They're not going to have the speed and agility they used to. They're not going to have the high-risk maneuvers, but they're so much more seasoned, so much wiser. And when you want to rank the minds in professional wrestling today, in any organization, many would say, and I would have to humbly agree, Jim Cornette's on anybody's top 5 list. It's not really necessarily in popularity.
The shape of the Rock and Roll Express, Joe. Tremendous physical shape.
Well, certainly a lot of years have been put on their bodies, but they can still go. And it's been a long time since either of these teams have met one another.
These guys are in better shape than me.
I wasn't going to say anything, but at least everybody in the ring's attire fits them properly, but be that as it may. It's Robert Gibson, usually the quieter of the two rock and rollers. Ricky Morton always had the mouth on him. Nice manly hug between Jim Cornette and Beautiful Bobby.
Nothing wrong with a man hug, Joe.
Beautiful Bobby is one of the best tag team wrestlers in the history of this industry. He is teamed with Dennis Condrey, Stan Lane, Arn Anderson, William Regal, and a number of others, and had success with all of them. Had tag title reigns with all of them. Bobby has to go down in history as one of the greatest of all time in this particular type of match. Dennis Condrey, very interesting story. As the Midnights were at their peak about 1987, Condrey largely left the industry. Resurfaced here and there. Actually was part of a infamous Midnight Express versus Midnight Express rivalry in the late 1980s when Paulie Dangerously brought Condrey and Randy Rose back into the fray. But Condrey has made a very unexpected comeback over the past decade. As you
I've been
mentioned,
listening to this rock and roll for almost 30 years. If you don't stop saying rock and roll, we're going to leave and not come back.
if they leave, if they forfeit, they will not get any percentage of the purse money. That's not a very wise maneuver.
It looks like they're out of here, Joe.
Well, they forfeit their pay for the evening.
Can I have it?
I'd love to see Cornette's face when he finds that out.
Does he know? Somebody should tell him. I'm going to go.
No, you stay here. You got a job to do. And Cornette getting some lip from whoever the hell that guy is. They're going to miss the count as Cornette's too busy jaw-jacking. And Ricky Morton breaks the count by leaving the ring. That's the only thing that saved the Midnight Express. Cornette may need saved from whoever that is. Has a lot of gumption.
Calling a timeout, Joe. Smartest thing to do.
No timeouts in wrestling.
Says who?
Everyone ever. I can't remember the last time I've heard a Franklin crowd like this, for any of our legends or otherwise. Jim Cornette has caused a near riot here so far in Franklin, and we're barely underway. This war will never be over. If these men are still around in their 80s, whether they're wrestling or not, they'll be in a home somewhere beating the hell out of each other. It's never going to stop.
Well, hopefully a referee will be there.
Who's the best team? Condrey wants to be friends now. Let's just call it past 30 years off and be friends. Cornette giving some evil doings to beautiful Bobby. Cornette's, I'm sure, already pointing out weaknesses that we can't detect.
Master of strategy, Joe.
Absolutely. I've lost track of how many sets of champions Cornette has managed. Tag champions, singles champions, world champions. Condrey. I think a cheap shot Morton, but completely forgot about Robert Gibson, who slams Condrey. Condrey tried to cut the Rock and Rollers off the pass. Ended up walking right into a Robert Gibson slam.
It's the biggest body slam I've seen all night.
And Condrey,
Hold the tights.
look at the attire.
Hold the tights.
Cornette agrees, but I don't think Cornette has many friends up in the building. Oh, Cornette wants to fight. Get out of here. Cornette waddling around like a giant pear, trying to be a tough guy.
Somebody better go take that suit jacket from him. He's fixing to work, Joe.
Oh, no. Oh, get out of here. Cornette's going to fight. Cornette getting the Bobby Williams face. Who is Cornette going to take in this ring? Well, Morton's going to make it easy. I don't know if Cornette can bend down that far. He's closing his eyes. Cornette runs the ropes. Elbow! No way! What a maroon! And now another hug with beautiful Bobby. And Morton's sorry. Is Cornette really that full of himself that he thought he could take Ricky Morton?
It's a heck of an elbow drop, Joe. There's nobody home.
It would have been a heck of a lot better if it hit something.
He's coming back.
Oh, no. Take two?
This is a...
Oh, he's all befuddled. Look at that jacket. His jacket's inside out.
Is this a handicap match?
His face is 12 different shades of purple. His face is darker than his necktie. And Cornette has finally figured it out. I'll say it again, this has not been Jim Cornette's day.
5 minutes gone by this contest, 5 minutes.
Felt like like an eternity to JC.
Somebody should get him some water.
Yeah.
Or something.
Maybe a fresh stockpile of Wendy's. Not from Cranberry, though. Exchange was made somewhere in there to Ricky Morton.
Full-on dragon twist, Joe Dombrowski.
There you go. Condrey up and underneath, a takeover on Morton. Gets a near fall out of it. Valentino reading up on his soleisms. Not bad. It is. Condrey being punished, but back to the vertical base and sends Morton right into enemy territory. Tag back in. Loverboy Dennis brings in beautiful Bobby.
The Earl of Eaton, if you will.
Well, he's had many incarnations, all of them dangerous. That's a perfect segue into former member of the Dangerous Alliance. Oh! It's been speculated for 30 years about what's inside that tennis racket
Game,
case.
set, match, Joe.
I don't think it's a tennis racket. That's a heavy piece of business.
That was a hell of a forehand.
And Cornette thinks he's Jackie Fargo for crying out loud on the outside. And Cornette, with those hard street shoes, right to Ricky Morton's face. That's not called for. That's not right. Anytime the Rock and Roll Expressor is around, Jim Cornette morphs into a very surly, unkind individual. This isn't the Jim Cornette that wants to help the business and wants to hobnob and sell collectibles. Oh, down to the throat! Cornette went to the throat on Morton.
Right to the trachea, Joe.
Yeah, trachea, larynx area. And look at Cornette. How hard does he have to try to sneak somewhere? But he's doing it. On the outside, Loverboy Dennis having his way with Morton. Gibson distracted, the official distracted, and another double team. Well, thankfully, Morton pushed back into the ring. I guess Cornette was a little bit winded by that point. Cover feet on the ropes, come on. Now, would that win have meant anything in settling this rivalry?
It's a win is a win.
And Cornette got another cheap shot. And Condrey and Eaton with a stiff right hand, also illegal by the by. But Ricky Morton, as he's been so many times in his career, isolated from his partner. And now he tests the drive and the guts that Ricky Morton has within him.
Rake of the eyes across the ropes, Joe. Good strategy.
Yeah.
Can't see, you can't fight.
That's very true. And Morton has no idea where he is right now. No, come on. Cornette again. Pulling the hair of Morton. Loverboy Dennis stretched out the lower half of Morton. Midnight Express breaking the rules here left and right. Morton knows all about the rules. His father, Paul Morton, one of the most legendary referees in the history of Memphis wrestling. But if he were here, the late great Paul Morton, not even he could stop the treachery of Jim Cornette.
Cover, Joe. No referee.
Not cover, 2N, no. A very illegally constructed cover. Almost got it. Set face first in a beautiful Bobby's. His knee pad. And to the outside again. Gibson's trying to get to his partner to help him. And Cornette choking Morton one more time. This isn't called for.
Just trying to play tennis, Joe. That's
10 minutes go by this contest, 10 minutes.
3-on-2 out there. Cornette gloating at present time. Now an abdominal stretch right next to beautiful Bobby with the unfair leverage. This stretches out that intercostal cartilage. And Morton certainly felt doubly in pain there thanks to the illegal advantage of beautiful Bobby. And Dennis just taunting Morton. Dennis sends Morton for the ride. Ricky Morton gets the foot up right to the face of Loverboy Dennis, but Morton does not know where he is. He's got to find Robert Gibson.
That's the right corner, Joe.
He's gonna get the tag. Watch him, Tony. He's gonna get the tag.
Oh, here we go.
Robert Gibson is in. Loverboy Dennis is hurt. Beautiful Bobby's hurt. Sleeper hold. Ricky back in, trying to neutralize Bobby. Oh no, Cornette again. Tennis racket. Oh, Condrey got it. Cornette is nailed. The tennis racket ultimately seals the fate of Jim Cornette, the Midnights. Against him here in this Legends Tag Team matchup. And one more time on the grand stage, Ricky Morton, Robert Gibson. Rock and roll is here to stay. It overcomes the evil treachery of the Midnight. Oh, Cornette's all befuddled. He's verklempt. He's flummoxed. He's bewildered. He's flabbergasted. He was flim-flammed, swerved, screwed, had the wool pulled over his eyes. It was a ruse, a plot, a plan, a ploy, a sham, a charade, a conspiracy. Jim Cornette's been foiled, and the Rock and Roll Express are victorious. And Condrey is questioning Jim Cornette. Why'd you hit me, boss? Neither Midnights look happy. And we may be about to see Condrey's even mad at Bobby.
He's mad at everybody.
Cornette begging for his life. No one knows how dangerous the Midnights are more than Cornette himself. Uh-oh. Say your prayers, Jim Cornette. Condrey's got the rocket. Karma has a funny way of catching up with you. Well, it's a good thing Cornette's wearing dark pants. The Condrey's ready to turn on everybody. Oh, we're gonna see it. Right in the throat, right in the throat. Oh, get out of here. I promise, never again. Condrey, is he going to do it or not? Looks like he's having second thoughts. Oh no. Jim Cornette going to kiss the feet of Loverboy Dennis. Both feet. Condrey likes it. Oh, they make up. We almost saw the end of a 30-year partnership, but the Midnights are back on the same page. Jim Cornette averts near disaster here tonight. The Midnight Express leave on the same page, but the Rock and Roll Express leave the victors.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following singles contest is a special Legends match. It is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit.
Salvatore Sincere, the man who loves who you all love.
I love this guy.
He apparently also loves Chest Flexor.
You think they shop at the same store?
I sincerely hope they're the only two. Not the best dancer in the world. Buster. Mr. Valentino, some decorum, please.
I just like this song, Joe.
Well, yeah.
And I like that he let you drop a loop with it.
How can you bring something back that was never with you in the first place?
Wait a minute.
Would you consider Chest Flexor's wardrobe particularly sexy?
He's just a ruthless, you know? I'm here to clean up the ring, maybe? I don't know.
What's with this whistle?
Choo-choo train. He's gonna rep his own match.
We get it.
Why isn't fun for a whistle?
I think this is Morse code for something. Let's hear from Sal.
May we have your attention, please? My name is Salvatore Sincere. I come to Franklin, Pennsylvania with a message for all these idiots that bought tickets to watch me, the biggest star of the night.
They're idiots for buying tickets to see him? Wait a second.
Does anybody here know the name of Michael Cole? Michael Cole is a friend of mine for 15 years.
Well, that explains all this.
He said, Sal, do what I couldn't do. Do what... What's his name? Exactly. Do what Jack Swagger couldn't do. And you know what that is? Take out that announcer. That announcer on Monday Night Raw, Jerry the King Lawler. I've seen him in my nightmares. I've seen him at Raw. I've seen him at WrestleMania. And I'm still pissed off. Who does he call? He calls the #1 hitman, the #1 independent wrestler in all the land, Salvatore Sincere. He said knock every rotten teeth of his rotten mouth down his throat. So tonight, we came here all prim and proper, shined up. I shaved down nice and tight. I took a bath. I brushed my teeth. I combed my hair. Because when I see the king, we're going to end it tonight. It's his own retirement party. And he's the only one invited.
And he even combed his hair, Valentino. Back to matters that are important. That's the wrestling company, IWC, and Jimmy the King Lawler is ready for a wrestling contest. And I'm sure Lawler combed his hair too. NWA champion.
Memphis, baby.
Former X amount of time Southern heavyweight champion. AWA world champion, etc.
Thank you so much. What a great welcome. You know, I want to tell you something. It was just a couple of weeks ago, down in Atlanta, Georgia, at the Georgia Dome. It was pretty awesome to walk out down that ramp in front of almost 72,000 people at WrestleMania. That was awesome. But I'll be perfectly honest with you, I was not any more happy right then than I am with that reception I got right here in Franklin, Pennsylvania. You people are awesome. Now let me tell you something over there, Sal. Shut up! So, Sal, you're telling me and all of these fine people here tonight that you're in constant contact with Michael Cole? I hope you're not the guy that sends him emails every Monday night. Okay. Well, to be perfectly honest with you, just looking at you, Sal, you do look like the kind of guy that Michael Cole would be very close with. Sal pounds around with this thing right here. What is this?
I'm trying to figure that out for years.
Looks like a mosquito bite on a strand of spaghetti. Oh, real fun! Real fun! Okay. That's too much easy material looking at him. I'm not even going to go there. That's a softball. I'm just going to say that I guess you think you look pretty good, but to be perfectly honest with you, the last time that I saw something that looked like you, I flushed it. That is not right, and it's not funny. Kenny, you went from WrestleMania, Atlanta, GA, to Franklin, Pennsylvania, the armpit of Pennsylvania, I might add, where mothers and fathers are also brothers and sisters. This guy reminds me so much of Michael Cole, and I told you what happened to Michael Cole. When he was born, his father wanted a boy and his mother wanted a girl, and they were both satisfied. You know what? I refuse to be disrespected. And if I hear one more person call me Pinky, we are out of here.
You know that never works well.
I'll tell you what, Pinky. If you want to get out of here so bad.
See ya, he's out of here.
Well, you know what? That just makes it easy. I guess you can count to 10 and this thing will be over. But Pinky, if you're back there, I know you are. I know you can hear me. Come on out here and we'll get this thing done. I'll make short work out of you. I'll show you why for about 30 plus years they've been calling me the king. And then you can go home on your own, Pinky. So come on, let's go with this thing.
Well, once again, if Sal isn't back, he gets no percentage of the purse. Sal still has that whistle. he's not careful, it may end up in any number of uncomfortable locations by the time Mr. Lawler's done.
Where do you get all those lips from?
Excuse me?
You know, shirts.
Lips Inc. I don't know. I'm still working on the hat, the scarf. I'm working on Chest Flexor's whole ensemble. Now continuing to chant Pinky. As Lawler, clearly the crowd favorite, changed to the Mid-South Coliseum back in the day where Lawler has had wars with every major star of any era. He's wrestled Hogan, he's wrestled Savage, he's wrestled Bundy, he's wrestled Funk, he's wrestled even the late great Andy Kaufman. He's taken on them all.
You know, back at the Mid-South Coliseum, Joe, me and Lawler, we had a cup of coffee together, and
then they threw you out.
Could have been.
Oh. I'll tell you what, you're no Bill Dundee, Mr. Valentino, and Salvatore Sincere is a very formidable opponent, however, as they go collar and elbow. And Flexor grabbing Lawler early on. The official missing the call already. I'm sure Lawler's missing old school Memphis referee Jerry Calhoun. He could do a better job than this putz. Flexor gets involved early, and Lawler, who's been competing regularly, we heard it in the pre-show, 1970 was Lawler's first matchup. And he's still going today, not just on television, frequently every Monday night, but on regional cards like this throughout the country. As Sal hammers away, Lawler trapped in the corner, and Chest Flexor getting involved early. Lawler's experienced a lot of that over the years. Jimmy Hart made Lawler's life miserable for a long time. And dare I say, Flexor's taking Jimmy Hart to a whole nother level right now in terms of obnoxious behavior.
He does have a whistle. Sal had a whistle. Somebody's got a whistle.
Yeah, there's, oh, yeah. And Lawler knows it. It's not Lawler's first go-around. And Sal waving goodbye to Lawler.
Where's he going?
I think Sal thinks Lawler's going to take a count out here. This isn't like Lawler. Sal didn't win yet, that's for sure. I haven't known Lawler to back down from many fights. Certainly not against anyone that looks like Sal Sincere. Sal wants to be claimed victorious. Uh-oh.
Okay, Sal. If you're going to have a diva in your corner, I'm going to have one in mine.
It looks like sunny days are ahead for Salvatore Sincere at Chest Flexor.
We got hot in here again.
And I don't think it's you. What Sonny wants, Sonny gets. And we can all see Sonny wants a piece of Chest Flexor, but not in the way Flexor may have imagined. And what a dream come true for Lawler, who spent decades ogling the likes of Sonny.
What do they call again? Ducks? Cats?
Excuse me?
What are they? Something?
I have no clue what you're talking about right now. Valentino, back to the drawing board for you. The 1999 call, pal. Lawler and Sonny go back a long way. Sonny used to sit on Lawler's lap Monday nights, new commentary.
Can she sit on my lap now?
Absolutely not. I think Sonny has class. Sal Sincere hammering away. In the corner, Lawler reversing.
The best right hand in the business, Joe.
Absolutely. Today's stars are finding that out just as yesterday's did. Sal Sincere finds out the hard way. But here's my question. What's going to happen if we see an altercation between Chest Flexor and Sonny?
He looks like a loot fight. I don't know what you want me to say.
I would say it's an intergender match, but I'm not sure there's a man involved.
You think she has an outfit like that?
Never can tell. If he does, I somehow doubt that it says chest on the leg, but, well, then again, maybe so. Sal Sincere complaining about a broken nose, I believe.
5 minutes, no violence contest, 5 minutes.
And Sonny is a very underrated manager. He's a member for her looks. Let's think back to the Body Donnas, the Godwins, the Smoking Guns, only manager ever to manage 3 sets of tag team champions, world tag team champions, in consecutive order.
One word comes to mind, Joe.
Yes.
Farouk Hassan.
That is not one word, nor is it on my mind. But she has managed Farouk, better known as Ron Simmons.
Damn.
Well, I don't think she was that upset about it, but okay. Lawler backs Sal into the corner. She also managed in Smoky Mountain Wrestling, where she got her start. Hence her tribute to Jim Cornette earlier. And Lawler going high and low on Sal Sincere. She also managed the Legion of Doom at one point. And of course, her long time, cover in the ring, Lawler almost had it. Her longtime companion in and out of the ring, the late great Chris Candido. And Sonny taunting Sal Sincere. I'm sure Sal and Flexor are happy that their shade of pink that they're wearing is brighter than Sonny's. What does that tell you? I don't know. Sal's got a big set of lips on his behind.
Tells me a lot of things, none which I wish to mention here.
That's probably the mouth print of Chest Flexor on his derriere there. Woo. Flexor's got a big mouth. Think Lawler can keep focused on this matchup with Sonny on the outside?
I don't think he can keep focused on this matchup with Flexor on the outside.
Well, that's a good point as well, for different reasons. Never take your eyes off Sonny in more ways than one, for more reasons than one. But certainly tonight, if you're Sal Sincere, your 2-on-1 advantage has been negated.
The rake of the eyes, Joe.
Sal going to the cheap shots on Lawler and driving that thick shoulder right into the midsection of the King. Reversal. Sal goes up and over. Oh, jeez. This guy has no clue, does he? He's still able to duck the clothesline. But not the second time. And Sal Sincere's in trouble. He's trapped in no man's land. Down and back up. He better hang on, because the landing will be 10 times worse than the right hand. He'll fall on his head, and he'll be out of here permanently. And Lawler with a drop carry. Cover 2 and no. Out of anybody with as experienced as Lawler, I'm not sure if anybody in the history of the business is a better athlete at this stage of their career than the King. Lawler making Sal think about it, drops the knee. And Sonny creates the perfect diversion. Sal trying to sneak away. But Sal! I don't think we need words to describe the impact there. And this is the part where I mentioned that is not a rounded ring post. That has edges on it that can be driven further into the skin. Chest Flexor is trying to aid Sal Sincere, but I don't think I want to see that either. And Lawler just waiting impatiently. It's not exactly a Memphis brawl. It's not exactly WrestleMania, but it's psychological warfare, and Lawler's winning. And Chest Flexor may get it. better take those glasses off or they're going to get broken. Lawler's ready. Lawler's saving the opportunity. But Sal Sincere from behind. And Sal and Flexor both choking away. And this official, Timmy Richards, getting manipulated even further.
So this referee's got to have eyes on the backside, on his shoes.
Well, there's too many guys to keep track of that.
And 2 girls.
Sonny's out here to take care of Chest Flexor. I don't know why Chest Flexor's out here. What's he got to do with it? Who's he ever beat? Sal with a choke.
He hasn't beat anybody on this show, that's for sure.
Lawler's hurt. Sal sends the king to the ride. Huge elevation back body drive.
10 minutes gone by this contest, 10 minutes.
And Sal going for the cover. Could do it, 2-0. Sal has not taken that obnoxious scarf off for this entire match.
It's probably in our mind.
Why would you wear it during a wrestling match?
Stay warm.
I see. That's so difficult right here, huh? We're in a fever pitch in Franklin High School. Shoehorned in. SRO signs went out early here at the Rocky Grove High School. And Flexor again getting involved.
The air conditioning in the skybox is really nice, Joe.
Oh, I see. Sal. Snapmare takeover into the reverse chinlock. That huge arm of Sal Sincere cuts off the blood supply to the brain via the carotid artery. The blood is what carries the oxygen, and if there's no oxygen upstairs, lights out.
No oxygen, you can't breathe.
Listen to this crowd willing Lawler into a second burst of adrenaline. Elbows his way to a vertical base. Can he break the grasp? He does. Sal's still a bit sensitive down there from the ring post. The right hand by Lawler. Second time. And the King going to introduce Sal to every side of the IWC ring. A third time. Lawler going to go once more. Sal, no clue where he is now. Lawler, the King, second turnbuckle.
He's gonna crown him?
Hits him with the fist drop. Lawler maybe going for the end. Oh. No one's got a right hand. Quite like the King. One more coming. And it's the Flexor tips of Lawler. That's all the opening Sal Sincere needed. Flexor grabs the King. Sal, what for everything? Nobody home. The King with a roll-up, and Lawler wins it. Huge win for the King here tonight. Still going strong, 41 years later. Michael Cole's alleged hired henchman came up very short, and now Flexor's left in enemy territory. There's white pink buzz all over the place here. And here comes Sonny. Flexor doesn't see her. Oh, hello! Stunner! The Sonny Stunner! But it damn sure looked red hot.
I've never seen anything like that. Is there a shower anywhere nearby?
Sonny and Jerry the King Lawler take care of business in the form of Flexor and Sal Sincere. And now Lawler, to the victor go the spoils. Jerry the King Lawler, the original Diva Sonny, two-time wrestling legend.